What's going on, you guys? J-Dog here. Very sorry if I did not post a video on Friday with my top 25 picks for the week, as well as 4 pick'em games. I ended up getting sick, if you guys can tell by my voice. I am still recovering from my cold that I had. So, yesterday was a crazy day in college football. Big Ten Conference with 6 and 7. The worst I've ever seen it. Couple of losses. Wisconsin lost at home to BYU, who was not ranked. Wisconsin's first non-conference loss to a ranked opponent in several years. Akron has never beat a Big Ten team since 1894. Beat Northwestern yesterday 39-34. UNLV, the Rebels, played Prairie View A&M, and they won at home. UNLV is 2-0 at home for the first time since 2008. So a lot of crazy stuff has been going on in college football. Also, Kansas with a nice win over Rutgers yesterday. Kansas is 2-1 on the season. Is this the year that they can actually win 6 games and go to a bowl game? We'll find out. But remember, they haven't gotten in the Big 12 conference scheduling yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But here we go with the top 25. The top 25 going from 25 through 21 first. Number 25 is BYU. They move in after the upset at Wisconsin. Number 24 is Michigan State. 23rd, Boston College. They move into the rankings. Next team at number 22 is Texas A&M. They also move into the rankings. Number 21, Miami, Florida. Excuse me. Number 20, Oregon. Number 19, Michigan. Number 18, Wisconsin. Number 17, TCU. TCU fell 2 or 3 spots after they lost to Ohio State. 16 is Central Florida. 15, Oklahoma State. 14, Mississippi State. 13, Virginia Tech. 12, West Virginia. 11th, Washington. 10th, Penn State. Auburn drops to 9th. Notre Dame stays at 8. Stanford stays at 7. LSU moves to 6. Oklahoma stays at 5. Ohio State stays at 4. Clemson dropped down to number 3. Georgia moved up a spot at number 2, and Alabama continues to be number 1 in the nation. The 3 teams that dropped out was Arizona State, USC, Boise State. Those are the only 3 teams that dropped out this week. So, but here's my thoughts on excuse me. Here are my thoughts on the top 25 poll. Do I think Notre Dame is worthy of being ranked 8th? Absolutely not. The only reason why I'm saying no about Notre Dame being ranked 8th is because all 3 of their games this year have been decided by 8 points or less. They include their first game of the season win against Michigan, and 2 consecutive weeks at home against nobodies, and they ended up winning by less than 8 points per win. So, to me, I do not think Notre Dame should even be ranked in the top 10. Maybe not even the top 15, but they're getting love from the AP, which I don't fully understand. Another team that I think should have fallen a little bit more was Auburn. They lost on a game-winning field goal as time expired to LSU yesterday. And I think Auburn was 6th or 7th, and they dropped 2 spots. So, obviously, I don't understand that at all. And Wisconsin, though, Wisconsin had the biggest drop. They were ranked 5th or 6th in the nation. They dropped down to 18th. Which I fully understand. You lose to an unranked team, you're gonna drop out of the rankings. But the one school that actually surprised me by dropping out of the rankings was Boise State, because they got clobbered by Oklahoma State. So they dropped out of the rankings, and Boise State was ranked 17th the last week. Oklahoma State was ranked 24th. So, excuse me. But yeah. Also, Northern Illinois finally picked up their first win. Central Michigan 0-3 for the first time since 1989, if you can believe that. Purdue 0-3 to start off the season. Nebraska loses again at home to Troy. Nebraska 0-2 to start off their season. First time they've started off 0-2 since 1957. Northwestern 1-2. Do not get me started about that Northwestern. That is my team. Just do not get me started on that. Like, I don't know, like, what the issue is with them this year. Like, yeah, are you, like, I can understand if you guys are starting off the game too strong. Maybe not trying to start off the game strong and, like, start off a little slow and then pick it up throughout the game. Because their second half, they have not really done anything in the second half. Yesterday, they were up 21-3 at the half. They ended up losing 39-34. They got outscored 39-13 in the second half. Yesterday was the first time they've scored in the second half this season. They didn't score anything week 1 versus Purdue. They didn't score anything in week 2 versus Duke. Yesterday was the first time they've scored anything in the second half, and that came against Akron. But what happened as well, though, with Northwestern week 2 against Duke is they did not score anything after the first quarter when they took the 7-0 lead. Then they were outscored 21-0 in the second quarter. Neither team scored. So, what can they do different to start winning games? And their schedule does not get easier after this. They have off this Saturday. Next Saturday they play Michigan at home before they go to East Lansing to face Michigan State. The way that they've been playing the last 2-3 weeks, they could easily go 1-2 in conference play right away. Big Ten West is up for grabs, especially with Nebraska not playing up to the standards. Wisconsin losing to a Nova independent school. Iowa, I think, is 2-0. If I'm not mistaken, I think Iowa beat Northern Iowa yesterday. So Iowa's the only, and Minnesota. Minnesota's good. Minnesota's, I think, 3-0 on the season now. So we have Minnesota and Iowa as the only two undefeated schools in the Big Ten right now at 3-0, 2-0, respectively in the Big Ten West. In the East, it's Ohio State, number 1, obviously undefeated. Penn State's obviously undefeated. So, I mean, you got the same teams fighting in the East than what you do in the West. Right now, I'm surprised Minnesota's 3-0. I thought Minnesota would be at least 1-2, 2-1 at least. And Iowa, they're 2-0. I kind of expect that from them. When you play nobody, of course, gonna freaking be 2-0. But right now, if the season were to end right now, and if I had to choose the top 4 to go to the playoffs, who would I choose? I would have to go with Alabama, of course, even though I despise them, but I would go with Alabama. I would go with Georgia. I would go with Oklahoma, and then I would go with Stanford right now in my top 4 for the playoffs. So it would be Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, Stanford right now. Clemson hasn't really surprised me yet. Ohio State, they've dominated. I think their only good win so far this season was against TCU, and I think that'll hold them out. But once they start playing better teams, conference is coming up now for the Big Ten, but whatever. But Ohio State and Clemson, they really haven't impressed me. Ohio State's win yesterday against TCU, that actually was an impressive win for Ohio State. That's the only thing that I actually, got into. I was pulling for TCU for the win because I love upsets in college football. I'm more of a college football fan than a pro football fan because of all the upsets. But, yeah, I just think that Ohio State played one of their best games of the season last night. Stanford played one of their best games of the season last Saturday against Southern Cal. They're in 7th right now. Do I see Stanford moving up to the top 5 before the end of the season? Yeah. Do I see Stanford possibly going to the college football playoff this year? Most definitely, but they need to start playing better D. Ohio State, Clemson, in a way I'm tired of seeing the same teams going to the playoff, so I'm hoping Clemson doesn't make it this year. Only way I'll see Alabama going to the playoff is if they lose to an SEC opponent. They clobbered Ole Miss yesterday. If they can lose to LSU, Auburn, or like Florida, Mississippi State, then I'll see Alabama getting to the playoff. But we all know Alabama somehow, some way or another will get to the college football playoff again. Georgia made it last year. They went to the championship game against Alabama. They lost. I think Georgia can make it again this year. Clemson, they've made it the last several years. They've played in national title games. They've won once. Ohio State's been, and they've gotten shut out. Give other schools a chance in the college football playoffs. But we all know that the committee loves Alabama, so Alabama will most likely be in yet again. So we'll have to wait and see. So I know this video was supposed to be about the AP Top 25 polls. Once again, I am sorry if I didn't post a video on Friday. Once again, I got sick Wednesday. Out of nowhere, I just got sick on Wednesday. Like Tuesday when I posted the 9/11 video, tribute video, I was feeling perfect. I was feeling fine. I wasn't sick or anything. But it just happened that on Wednesday, it just fully hit me. Like I woke up with a sore throat, stuffy nose, coughing. And Thursday, Friday, and yesterday pretty much the worst days I was sick. And today I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm still stuffed up and everything, but I feel a lot better and more energized and everything. So I was like, might as well do a video for you guys for the top 25 poll for week 3. So hope you all are going to have an amazing weekend. Hope you guys have and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will most likely post another video either Monday, tomorrow, or Tuesday. Not sure yet. I will actually be setting up a schedule for me. That way I know like what days I'm going to be posting videos. I will do a video and let you know what my schedule will be for videos. I hope you all enjoy this, and I will be doing my top 25 picks as well as my top 4 random picks on Friday. Video will be posted right around 4 o'clock on Friday. So hope you all have a great day. Love you all. If you like this video, hit that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell icon on the side of the subscribe button so you get notifications when I post a new video. Later.